So have you ever found yourself just, staring at a wall of text in another language, maybe for work, trying to figure out what's going on?
Oh, definitely. Or even trying to write something important, maybe in English, and it just doesn't sound quite
Right.
natural.
Exactly. Getting that professional, natural sound is tough. And in today's world, well, communicating fast and accurately across languages, or just making sure your own stuff is clear, it's just essential, isn't it?
It really is. It's a challenge lots of us face, like daily. Understanding international clients, making sure internal memos actually land properly. You need that efficiency, that clarity.
You nailed it. And that's exactly why today we're doing a deep dive into DeepL Translate.
Yeah.
It's billed as this leading AI translation and writing assistant, promises to do way more than just swap words.
Right.
So our mission here for you listening is to kind of give you the shortcut. How does DeepL get beyond just literal word-for-word stuff to sound surprisingly human? And maybe more importantly, how can its features actually, change how you work with information?
Yeah, and just so you know, all our insights today, they're coming straight from a really comprehensive guide on DeepL Translate. So we've got a solid base for understanding what it can do and the tech behind it all.
Okay, cool. Let's get into it then. The DeepL story is actually pretty interesting. It didn't start as this big AI translator.
No, it began as Lingy, right, back in 2009 in Germany, Cologne.
Yeah, Lingy, basically an online dictionary tackling that first hurdle, looking up words and phrases quickly. But they figured out pretty fast that just knowing words isn't enough.
The real problem was whole sentences, context, idioms, all that complex stuff.
Exactly. So that led to the big shift in 2017. They became DeepL and went all in on neural machine translation, or NMT. That was the move to tackle those really awkward, stiff translations we all remember.
And that shift to NMT, that's the crucial part. It's fundamentally different from the older ways, the statistical methods.
How so? Those older ones were just word for word,
Right.
like a dictionary lookup on autopilot.
Pretty much. They looked at word frequencies and probabilities, but often missed the bigger picture. That's why you get those weird, clunky sentences that sounded, well, machine translated.
Yeah, I know those. Use plenty of free tools that spat out nonsense poetry. So NMT is what fixes that. How does it actually grasp nuance? Idioms must be a nightmare for AI.
Well, DeepL's NMT understands the context of the whole sentence. It's not just isolated words. Think about it like a human translator. They get the flow, the intent. They know break a leg isn't about causing injury.
Okay, so it reads the whole thought.
Exactly. And that leads to much more natural, human-like translations. A huge part of why it's good at this comes from its training data.
The Lingy database.
Yep. Millions and millions of human-translated sentences, phrases, idioms. It basically learned language nuance from actual human examples. It learned from the best, you could say.
Okay, so this is more than just better translation. The NMT thing, it means you don't have to spend ages cleaning up robotic text. The system gives you something fluent right away.
Right. Imagine the confidence boost for, say, international business emails. Knowing your message sounds authentic, not awkward.
That's huge. So we've seen the evolution from dictionary to this smart NMT engine, but let's talk practicalities. How does this power actually show up when you're, using the tool day to day?
Good question. DeepL Translate in action is, well, it's more than just typing words in a box.
It seems really versatile. Like you can type or paste text, sure, over 30 languages, real-time translation. That's standard now, almost.
True, but it adds layers. There's camera translation, point your phone at a sign or menu.
Handy for travel.
Definitely. And photo translation for images you already have saved. Plus speech-to-text translation, and file translation is a big one.
You mean like Word documents or PowerPoints?
Exactly. .docx, .pptx, even PDFs. You just drag and drop the file and it translates the whole thing, keeping the formatting, which is pretty impressive.
Okay, that saves a ton of copy pasting.
Yeah.
And the quality holds up across all these different inputs.
That's the reputation, yeah. High quality, accuracy, and really understanding the context like we discussed. It often gets ranked really well compared to competitors, especially for that natural language flow.
Right, so translation is solid. But then there's this DeepL Write feature that feels different. It's not just fixing typos, is it?
Not at all. DeepL Write is a really significant step beyond translation. It's designed to help you improve your own writing.
In languages like English, French, German?
English, French, German, Spanish, yeah. It gives you suggestions for wording, for rephrasing things to make them clearer or more concise or just, more effective.
So it helps you sound better in your own language or a language you're writing in.
Precisely. And yes, it does the standard grammar and spelling checks, helps with punctuation too.
Yeah.
But the rephrasing part is powerful.
It's like having a built-in editor suggesting improvements.
That's a great way to put it. And if you go for a paid plan, there's even a tone adjustment feature.
Tone adjustment, like
Yeah.
formal or informal.
Exactly. You can tell it whether you need a more professional tone or something more casual. It really helps tailor your message.
Okay, that's interesting. So it's moving beyond just accuracy to also capturing style and impact.
Making sure your writing isn't just correct, but also effective for your audience.
So we've got strong translation, this clever writing assistant.
Yeah.
How does it all fit into, like, my actual work? Is it easy to use without constantly switching apps?
They've clearly thought a lot about workflow integration. On desktop, for example, you can use keyboard shortcuts
Shortcuts for what?
to translate text anywhere, like highlight text in your browser or a document, hit the shortcut, DeepL translates it, and then another shortcut pastes the translation right back where you were.
Oh, wow. No copy pasting needed at all.
Nope. Super seamless. There's even an automatic text capture feature that just grabs whatever text is on your screen for translation.
Okay, that sounds almost dangerously convenient.
Yeah.
What about other little helpful things?
Yeah, there are user aids. Like for single words, it often shows you alternative translations, so you can pick the best fit for your context.
That's useful. Sometimes one word has slightly different meanings.
Exactly. You can also save translations you use often, access your history. Oh, and there's dark mode if you prefer that for reading.
Dark mode is always appreciated. And you mentioned paid features earlier. What else is there besides the tone thing?
The glossary is a big one for pro users. You can define specific terms, maybe brand names, technical jargon, and tell DeepL exactly how they should always be translated.
Consistency. That's crucial for businesses, so it learns your specific needs.
Precisely. Ensures things like product names or key phrases are always handled the same way across all your documents. It's a real lifesaver for maintaining brand voice or technical accuracy.
So it sounds like it's designed to plug into everywhere you work, not just a standalone app.
Absolutely. It integrates really widely. Browser extensions are available for Chrome, Edge, Firefox.
Makes sense.
Plus, integrations for Microsoft 365 Word, Outlook, PowerPoint. And also for Google Workspace, Gmail, Docs, Slides. It aims to be right there where you're already working.
Okay, that level of integration, combined with the translation quality and the right features, it's pretty compelling. But what's actually making it all tick? What's the secret sauce under the hood?
Right, the technology. A lot of DeepL's accuracy comes down to its proprietary algorithm. It's built on convolutional neural networks, CNNs.
CNNs. Aren't those usually for, like, image recognition?
They often are, yeah.
Yeah.
But DeepL uses them in a novel way for language. They're really good at spotting patterns in relationships, even complex ones, within sentence structures. It helps them grasp context, almost like, well, visually understanding how sentences fit together.
Interesting approach. And processing all that language data must take serious power.
It does. They use a supercomputer, actually. It's located in Iceland. Good for cooling, I guess.
A supercomputer just for translation.
Well, for training the AI and processing the vast amounts of data needed to understand all those language nuances, it's what enables the high quality. And critically, it helps them focus on minimizing hallucinations.
Hallucinations. You mean the AI making stuff up?
Exactly. It's a risk with some large language models. They can sometimes state incorrect information very confidently. DeepL puts a lot of effort into reducing that risk, making the output more reliable, which is pretty important if you're using it for anything serious.
Yeah, you don't want your translation tool confidently feeding you misinformation. That's reassuring. So behind all this tech is the company, DeepL SE. What's their main goal, their mission?
Their focus is clearly on developing these top-tier, real-time AI translation systems and communication tools. They seem really committed to pushing the envelope on AI language tech.
And how do they operate? Is it all paid or?
They have a smart model, actually. There's a very capable free version that many people use, but they also offer DeepL Pro, the paid subscription.
And Pro gets you more features, unlimited use.
Both. Unlimited translation volume is a big one. Enhanced security is another key benefit with Pro. The texts you translate aren't saved on their servers, which is important for confidential documents.
Good point for businesses.
Definitely. And you get that glossary feature we talked about. So Pro caters to individuals with higher needs and especially to businesses.
Makes sense. And they seem to be doing well, expanding.
Yeah, they've seen significant growth, expanding language support consistently now, over 30 languages. They've really established themselves as a major player in this space.
Okay, so let's sort of wrap this up. DeepL Translate. It started as a dictionary, Lingi, but evolved significantly.
Right. Leveraging that advanced neural machine translation to give really natural human-sounding translations. It gets the context, not just the words.
And it's not just a translator anymore. With DeepL Write, it's also this powerful AI writing assistant. Helps you polish your own stuff.
Improving clarity, tone, making sure a message lands right.
Plus, it's built for convenience. The shortcuts, the integrations, it slots right in to how people actually work online today. It feels like a genuinely useful assistant for navigating our, globalized, information-heavy world.
Couldn't agree more. It really bridges language gaps, helps you communicate better, helps you understand information faster. It's more than just a tool, it's an enabler.
Definitely. Connecting this to the bigger picture, these AI tools like DeepL, they're constantly getting better at understanding human language, right? Getting closer to real fluency.
They are. The progress is rapid.
So here's a thought to leave you with. As these systems get more and more nuanced, almost indistinguishable sometimes, how might that change how we interact with different languages? How might it shift our own perception of language itself? Something to think about.